My name is Emma, and I am 33 years old. I work as a nurse in a busy hospital, dedicating my days and nights to helping those in need. My job is demanding with long shifts that often leave me exhausted. Life used to be simple. I worked, visited my elderly mother in a small village, and spent most of my time alone. I had no boyfriend, no romantic excitement, just the routine of my daily life. That changed the day a new doctor joined our hospital. His name was Daniel. He was 2 years younger than me, only 31, and had an undeniable charm. With his tall frame, brown hair, and striking blue eyes, he immediately caught the attention of all the nurses. But it wasn't just his looks. Daniel was kind, friendly, and had a smile that could make anyone feel at ease. At first, I never imagined he would notice me. I wasn't the type of woman who turned heads. I was ordinary, with no extravagant style or long flowing hair. But to my surprise, Daniel started talking to me. He greeted me every day, asked about my well-being, and always smiled warmly. It felt unexpected yet comforting. One evening, as I was finishing my shift, Daniel offered me a ride home. Hesitant but grateful, I accepted. As we drove, we talked about our work, our families, and life in general. I felt an instant connection. He was easy to talk to, and for the first time in a long while, I felt genuinely happy. From then on, Daniel often drove me home, sometimes bringing me coffee or tea during breaks. We spent more time together, sitting in the cafeteria, sharing stories, and laughing. Then one weekend he invited me to the movies. I agreed, excited to spend time with him outside of work. After the film, we took a walk, talking for hours under the night sky. My feelings for him deepened, and I started to believe he might feel the same way. But just when I thought we were getting closer, Daniel dropped a shocking truth on me. "Emma, I need to tell you something. I'm married." His words hit me like a wave. Married? How could that be? He never mentioned a wife, never wore a wedding ring. Seeing my stunned expression, he explained that he had been married for 5 years. His wife's name was Olivia. They had no children and, according to him, were unhappy together. He told me they had grown apart, had little in common, and barely spent time together. "I enjoy being with you, Emma," he said. "You make me feel alive. I can be myself around you." I was torn. I cared about Daniel, but I didn't want to be the reason for a broken marriage. I spent days thinking about our situation, questioning why he chose me when he had a wife at home. Then, one afternoon, I went to a supermarket in the city. As I was shopping, I heard a familiar voice, Daniel's. Before I could react, I saw him standing with a woman. She was breathtaking. Olivia was tall, elegant, and dressed in expensive clothes. She looked like she belonged in a fashion magazine. More than that, she and Daniel looked happy together, laughing and sharing warm smiles. My heart sank. If he was so unhappy in his marriage, why did he seem so content with her? I left quickly, not wanting them to see me. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept asking myself the same question. Why was Daniel spending time with me if he already had someone like Olivia? Did I mean anything to him at all? The next day at work, I felt drained and heartbroken. I knew I had to confront him. When I saw him, he greeted me as if nothing had changed, but I couldn't fake a smile. "Daniel, we need to talk," I said. He looked at me, concerned. "What's wrong?" "I saw you at the supermarket, with Olivia. You looked happy. I don't understand why you're spending time with me if things are fine with her." Daniel sighed, his expression shifting to sadness. "Emma, I'm not happy. What you saw was just for show. Olivia and I have lost our connection. With you, it's different. You make me feel something I haven't felt in years." His words confused me even more. I cared for him, but I didn't want to be caught in this situation. I needed time to think, so I asked for space. Over the next few days, I poured my heart out to my best friend, Rachel. She listened patiently before giving me her honest advice. "Emma, you deserve someone who can be with you fully. Don't settle for less." Her words stuck with me. I had been so focused on my feelings for Daniel that I hadn't considered my own worth. A week later, he called me, asking to meet. Nervous but resolute, I agreed. We met in a quiet park, and I took a deep breath before speaking. Daniel, I care about you, but I can't be in this situation. You need to figure out what you really want. If your marriage isn't working, you should face it, but I can't be the other woman. He looked heartbroken but nodded. I understand, Emma. I just want you to be happy. With that, we said our goodbyes. As I walked away, I felt a mix of sadness and relief. It wasn't easy, but I knew I had made the right choice. Sometimes, love isn't about holding on. It's about knowing when to let go. As time passed, I focused on myself, my work, and finding happiness in my own life. I spent more time with my mother, reconnected with old friends, and started taking care of my well-being. Eventually, I met someone new, someone who was ready to be with me completely, without secrets or complications. Looking back, I realized that making the hard choice was worth it. Life had a way of leading me toward something better, even when it didn't seem that way at first.